is your daily tarot and guidance reading. My name is TJ and today is March 8th, 2022. This is a pick-a-card style reading and we have 3 groups here, each represented by a different aromatic. We have cinnamon for the first reading, nutmeg for the second reading, and cloves for the third. We will be using 2 different decks. We have an Angel Oracle deck and a Smith White Tarot. If you would like, please go into the description box below and hit on the timestamp related to your reading, or you can pause the video and take a moment to see and feel which grouping resonates with you. All right, let's get started with the first group, and that's the cinnamon bark. So your Angel Oracle card is family, and here you have an angel, a set of angels from every stage of the life cycle, it seems, almost, and they're wearing different colors as well, and they're also representatives from different corners of the earth. This card says, this situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. Is there a family member you need to have a discussion with or come to terms with something with? Have you been seeing your family? I know during these times, our interactions have become very interesting at times. Let's dive deeper into your reading, Cinnamon group. Here you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and it's Sansa Stark. Now, the Queen of Cups in reverse can go 2 ways, but you also have the Seven of Cups, and it's an illustration of Bran Stark, and, you know, there are many things above his head. Family sigils, wildfire, you know, tools of deception. Anyways, family grouping, I'm getting the indication today that perhaps you have a lot on your mind. Perhaps you feel like your plate is quite full. Maybe you have a lot of responsibilities, obligations, even personal pursuits that you would like to work on. You're being encouraged to, in my opinion, by all these cards, you're being encouraged to have physical quality time with your family and also to look inward. So if you were perhaps working outside of your home, and maybe you had many projects on the go, or you were just generally busy, maybe it's a busy time of year in whatever line of work you're in, you're really being encouraged to kind of slow down and focus on you, focus on your family, focus on the personal and interpersonal. Yeah? You know what I mean? There are times when we are able to go full steam ahead and, you know, get a whole bunch of things done in many different areas of our lives. And then there are other times where we need to pull up the brakes and focus on replenishing our spirit, replenishing ourselves, and being able to, you know, spend time with those that we love. Because I don't know about you, but I often feel re-energized when I'm around my family members. It's like I get a second wind around them, and it's quite refreshing, it's quite relaxing. But then again, I see my family, you know, probably less than a lot of you guys do, or, you know, who knows. So, you know, Cinnamon Bark group, work on the personal things if you can today. You know, I'm sure that you have had a very full plate and you have many things on the go, even things that are for your own personal, that are of your own personal interest, even beyond work. I can see that, but you're also being encouraged to, you know, work on you as an individual, you know, mind, body, spirit in that regard, and also to focus on your family. So it's, you know, focus on the things within the home. The outside things can kind of wait, and you will have time to deal with them. But right now, for today, if you can, focus on the home. You know, again, it's that mind, body, spirit connection. And when we are nurturing the relationships with those we love and care for, it only helps to strengthen that bond. If you enjoyed this reading and felt like it resonated with you, please give me a like, give me a subscribe, come back for more. I do this on a daily. I enjoyed giving you this reading, Cinnamon group, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Listen to the other readings if you'd like, and if not, well, goodbye. Let's move on to the second reading, and that's the Nutmeg group. So Nutmeg group, your angel oracle card is Go For It, and it says, your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on the situation since its genesis, and we continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, as it will take you very far indeed. Here you have a picture of a unicorn and an angel looking very bohemian with a almost cowboy hat, kind of relaxed, and two feline critters perched in trees. You know, I mean, this is very inspiring. Imagine walking down or trotting down a path on a unicorn surrounded by large cats. Anyway, there has been something that you've been focusing your mind on, that's for sure. Something that you feel like you needed a boost for. Something you felt like you needed to inject hope in. What is going on here, Nutmeg group? Let's dive deeper into your reading. So you have the Seven of Spears and you have the King of Swords. Okay. You know, both of these pictures depict people with weaponry. And with the Seven of Spears, you have this soldier. I think it's a, oh my goodness, an unsullied soldier against a whole bunch of Sons of the Harpy. Right? For those who watch Game of Thrones. So this card represents competitions, battles of will and ego. Many cooks in the kitchen, and you know the results of that. So you have this in combination with the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is somebody who is authoritative, who is a leader, who answers yes. Nutmeg group, all cards considered, I'm getting the indication that perhaps you were in a competition of sorts for some sort of leadership role, some sort of leadership position. It might not have even been a formal competition. It might have been something in line of, you know, just whoever shows off the best or shows up the best will be, you know, heading something. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to lead something, even if it's within the home environment and your family. Like perhaps, this is what comes to mind for some reason. Perhaps the family is having to make a decision about something, and perhaps, and I feel like I got this feeling beforehand with somebody in another day, and perhaps, you know, within this decision that you have to make, maybe there's a newness to it anyways, but you're the right one to lead this. That's the indication that I'm getting today for you, Nutmeg group. What's going on with you and your family? And maybe this is a group of friends. It's a close-knit group where there has to be a decision made, and perhaps you've been, you know, trying to really air your perspective and share your perspective on it, because perhaps somehow you have an edge to whatever this is around. Maybe it's even just from personal interest, but whatever, you have some sort of knowledge, and that gives you strength in your convictions. And today you're being encouraged to show up, and you might end up being the one who, you know, directs and leads whatever it is that has to happen with this decision. So Nutmeg group, you know, if you are sure, then you go for it. It seems like you are the right person to lead whatever this is. But, you know, a good leader is also able to be a good follower at times. It's always good to, you know, rely upon the strengths of those around us and know that we can't do it alone, because it's wonderful that you have the strength and vigor, but how amazing would it be for everybody to be working together? I know in this depiction there are two different groupings, but even in the Seven of Spears, you know, traditionally, when you just have a group of people with, you know, Seven of Wands, and they're simply raising their wands up in the air, you know, they could work together. They could work together, but things will have to happen. So Nutmeg group, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I wonder if it resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, subscribe, come back for more. I do this on a daily basis. Feel free to listen to the other videos, and if not, well, have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye for now. Let's move on to the third reading, the last reading, and that is from the Cloves group. It smells so nice in here. So Cloves group, your angel oracle card is ask, and here you have an angel kneeled, hands in prayer position. It looks like the pointer fingers are to their lips. This card says, ask us to help you in the situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We are governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. Cloves group, what is it that you've been asking for? What's going on here? Is there something that you're feeling a little bit helpless about now? You have the Nine of Swords, but in reverse. And here you have one of the dire wolves in captivity. Some, pretty gruesome stuff happened to those guys in the series, with the exception of one. And then here we have the Eight of Swords, which is Brienne of Tarth in this illustration. And she's surrounded by surrounded by swords, and she has her back up against a tree. Now, the Nine of Swords in reverse is a card of worry, but the thing is, when it's in reverse, it shows us that the worst of it has probably already happened. Perhaps, Close group, you've been going through something that's a bit tough, and you need reassurance that it's kind of over. Now, you have the Eight of Swords, and the interesting thing about the Eight of Swords is that even though you're surrounded by swords, if you were to stand up, you could walk around them. Even though you're surrounded by swords and your back is to one tree, if you see behind you, you are in a forest, you have options, you have places to go. So the cool thing about the Eight of Swords is that just like in the original illustration, you can always take off the blindfold, you can always go off to the castle that is beyond, if you choose to, or you can wait and get rescued. So I'm getting the indication today that you have been going through something that's been quite tough. It shows me that perhaps, no, you have to ask hard. So I have a feeling that you have been trying to do your own thing in order to remedy whatever this is. If it's a feeling of lack, maybe you have been actively working on some sort of project to generate income or something like that. And you're asking for help. You're asking for, a stroke of luck. And that's okay. And that's wonderful to do. And you should. But you are also, I'm getting the indication that you are, because it shows me that perhaps you are doing things to try to change your situation, and you're asking for a boost in that. Yeah, ask for that, because you could definitely, generate the right type of energy and have, those requests answered for you. So as much, the ending is near of the bad part of it, or of the challenging part of it. And as much as you still feel bogged down by, but whatever has happened, or whatever the result is from what has happened, you're in the right frame of mind to, get up, stand up, dust your pants, and go off and find something new, go a new way, or, see what else is out there. Or, maybe you need to be rescued, because in your mind, you're not able to let your body do the rest of the work. So I wonder how this will manifest for you, Close group. One of the interesting things about us as human beings, about our bodies, is that obviously not, when we're of a very old age, or if we're lucky enough to get to an old age like that. But once we start moving around, we can move around more, right? We can increase our stamina, we can increase our mobility, and that comes with actually doing the do. So even though right now you're stuck, if you were to work on whatever it is that could potentially help to get you out, you might be able to get the wheels going, and the things that you're asking for will only give you a boost. So Close group, I wonder what had been worrying you. What had made you feel trapped and bogged down? What made you feel, perhaps helpless at a time? Just know that even though you had those feelings, and they're very real, you went through whatever it is that you had gone through. I will never deny you of your experience. But I want you to know that you do have the power to get the wheels going in the direction of things that you want. And perhaps you've already been doing it. And if you have, well, you know what? Your request has been heard. And I would not be surprised if you really saw things turning around. And don't ever diminish it, from not being the result of your hard work. And that's wonderful. It's beautiful that we have the strength of choice and the strength of will to change our situation. And it does take strength, because when we're going through a challenge, it can be so draining on us. But if we're able to really harness that energy to move forward, we can get ourselves out of so many things, and we can get ourselves to wonderful places and states of mind. If you enjoyed this reading or felt like it resonated with you, hit me up with a like, give me a subscribe, come back for more. I'll do this for you tomorrow too. It's my pleasure. All right, well, take care, and come back for tomorrow's reading.